Hey everybody, what's going on? Snoomy Minotaur here. Welcome back to another video on the channel, and in this video I am finally getting back to a series which I haven't done in about 2 months, and that is Fortnite cosmetics I want to get on my account. This is the 4th installment of this series, and I know a lot of people really like this series, so I'm going to continue doing them. Anyways, we're just gonna hop right into it. There's a brand new playlist, by the way, which you guys could go check out if you haven't already, on the other videos which I have made. And spoilers, I actually have gotten a lot of the stuff from those videos. Not all of them, but there have been some which I've gotten, so I'm actually really happy about this, and I'm gonna be adding more to that list right now. Anyways, let's hop right into the video with the very first cosmetic, and this is going to be Deadfire. And I'm also might as well mention his pickaxe, a Dark Shard, because I really want to get both of these on my account. I gotta start off with Deadfire first. Great skin. I think that his reactivity is what really sells the skin for me. It is so cool that it changes over time. It's a really cool one, and also he did get an edit style which was all white, which looks so sick. His back bling is also pretty good as well, and then the pickaxe sounds amazing. It is in a really clean pickaxe as well. The sound is awesome. I think that's probably the best thing about it. It even also has that white edit style as well, which looks freaking flawless. I'm telling you, this is a very underrated skin, and I don't know if it's gonna come back this year for Halloween, but I would love for it to come back for more people to get, and I'm personally waiting on this set to return. So the second one, which I wanted to mention, or technically third, is actually a collaboration cosmetic. I don't necessarily mention a lot of them on here. If I'm being honest here, I think I mostly just mentioned nothing but originality and just original cosmetics. There's only one which I'm really wanting to get, and that is the Bandit skin. Now, I've got to tell you, I was actually really happy with the Borderlands collab. Now, I actually have played through a few of the Borderlands games, and they are some of my personal favorite games of all time. And I know you can get codes for this skin, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're out there still. But I do not want to get a code for this. I'm going to wait for it to release into the item shop, because it can come back to the item shop. Like, come on. The skin is so cool, as this was the first ever gaming collab we've ever had in Fortnite. And it holds a special place with me because I love the franchise. It's so cool. I'm really hoping we get some more characters from that franchise in here. Bandit being the first gaming character in Fortnite is kind of nuts. And also Claptrap as the back bling is hilarious too. Like, this is a great skin. I'm really wanting the skin to come back. I'm hoping it does at some point, but only time will tell. Next up, I wanted to talk about the It's Complicated emote. Now, I haven't really mentioned a lot of other emotes, in the series, especially in like the last episode which I made. So I wanted to put some more on here, and this one I really want to get on my account. Now, if you don't know, this emote actually kind of went through a little controversy because it actually got sued. Well, recently it actually got out of the suing, so that's why it is making the video, as the whole controversy itself got dropped by the court, and well, now this emote can come back at any time, and I think it is a very good emote. Like, it's a really good dance. I like the dance. I like the music to it. It's a really good emote, and I'm really hoping it does come back at some point, but I don't know. I generally do not know if this will actually return to the item shop or not, but I do think it can, because, like, come on. Next up, I wanted to talk about the Rio Grande Skin. Now, this is actually a cowboy themed skin. It's very basic, I can tell you that, because it only has a hat off edit style, and that's essentially it. But I actually really like how clean this skin looks. It is a very underrated character model, and it's a really clean skin. I am personally waiting for her to come back to the item shop, as I do think that this is one I don't see a lot of people buying. Next up, I wanted to talk about the Snackin Emote. Now, this emote, it's so funny. This is a really funny emote in my opinion. It's just you in a movie seat eating food. That's literally it. And this was also part of the Short Nights. I believe it's part of the Short Nights set. So I would imagine when we get another Short Nights event sometime in the future, I would imagine this emote would come back to the item shop. It would do really good for thumbnails. It's also really hilarious, as I just said earlier. And it's an overall really funny emote in my opinion. Now, I wanted to talk about the Freestyle Skin next. Now, this one, I would honestly argue by saying that this is the rarest female item shop skin in the game, and it is so underappreciated, just like Rio Grande. This skin has a really good white and like tealish edit style, which looks cool. The base edit style is also pretty cool as well. For back bling, it's okay. but I do like the theme around this skin, as it is a musical type skin, which has like big headphones, and it's a really wacky female skin. I'm not sure why she hasn't come back in a long time, but I am really wanting her on my account because it is yet another one of those female skins that just gets very laid under the rug, I guess is the best way of putting it. Let's just move on to the next cosmetic, and this is actually, if I'm not mistaken, for the first time in this series, this is the first wrap to be ever shown in this series and for me to talk about here, and this is the Cosmic Flare wrap. Now this is one people probably don't know exists, but oh my god, the illustration on this freaking wrap and the animation going through it is amazing. It looks so clean. This is definitely one wrap which I will be maining whenever this comes back. This was only released once into the item shop, and I am really hoping that this comes back to the item shop at some point. Now let's move on from there and talk about the Plunger. This is a very classic pickaxe, as this was actually more or less a concept from Ninja. Back in chapter 1, he actually said I would, like, because I think the game was in a bad state, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day, and he said I would buy a Plunger pickaxe. And next thing you know, Epic made this pickaxe. And also this was released on the same day when Ninja's skin came out, which was also really funny, and a huge coincidence too at the same time. This is a very clean pickaxe. It is a classic, and for some reason it hasn't come back in a good while, and I'm not sure why, but it's a good pickaxe. I'm personally waiting on it to return. Next up, I've got to mention On the Hook. Now this emote is actually a pretty rare item shop emote. I know that for a fact. People are automatically going to jump to the conclusion and say I'm wanting this because of it being rare. But the answer is no. The reason why I want this is because when I was a kid, I absolutely loved fishing. I loved it so much. I even won like a little tournament back in the day when I was little. I got first place and I won a fishing pole, and I actually still have the fishing pole to this very day. And I think this emote would do really well for me, as it resonates with me quite a bit with my childhood, and that's basically it. I mostly want it because it resonates with me. Let's just move on to the next skin, and this is actually a skin, yes. Sushi Master. This is yet another very underrated male skin here. And fun fact, this is actually the first ever skin from the rare rarities that actually got a back bling in the game, which is really insane, and mostly for item shop purposes. That's what I'm gonna talk about right there. It is a very underrated skin here. It's very clean. The back bling is actually pretty good as well, and I would love for this skin to come back. It is a very clean skin. Maki Master, I think that's the female version, is also a very clean skin too, but I really want the male skin more because this one is way more underrated than the female version, in my personal opinion. Next up, I wanted to talk about the Engage Glider. Now, this is actually a very rare glider. I think this is the rarest item shop cosmetic on this video, as I believe it's last seen over 1100 days ago on the top of my head. The reason why I want this glider is that color scheme. I think, yes, it does look very basic, but I do really like that red color scheme and also a little bit of white in there. It is a very good glider. I am really wanting this one. It's one of the ones which I would really want to get. That and the Tusk Glider, which I mentioned earlier in this series, which, by the way, still hasn't come back to the item shop, which is a huge shame. I would love to get this glider on my account because it looks really clean. I love the color scheme, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. So that is it for the video, and I would love to know down below what cosmetics are you wanting to get from the Fortnite item shop. I would love to know down below. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did happen to enjoy, consider subscribing to the channel, turn notification bells so videos and more videos as I upload weekly, and drop a like on the video only if you enjoyed the video. I love every single one of you. Thank you all so much for the support on the channel. It's been freaking awesome, and peace out, everyone.